All right, let's look at June for President Biden. Let's look at June. Now I can say y'all's president and it's a good thing. Let's look at June for y'all's president. Okay. We start with King of Pentacle. Crossed with the Four of Pentacle. There may have to be some reservation of spending money, so some in particular bill that is going to cost a lot of money, or some sort of venture of yours that is going to cost a lot of money may need a dial back. So instead of the $6 trillion man, maybe it'll have to be the $4.5 trillion man, or whatever the case may be. Well, this is what's being suggested, but that's not necessarily the case. It's interesting that it looks like Lincoln. Knight of Swords, Nine of Cups, Two of Swords, Ten of Swords. Yeah, something you want is going to come to a complete end there. The fear, hopes, environment, warning, solace, outcome. Okay, so what we have is some sort of financial investment that may need a dial back. So I'll stick with that because we have the Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, something you really, 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 really wanted with the Nine of Cups. Or maybe something that's wanted, maybe not something you wanted, but something that's wanted, as in wiping away school debt or something of that nature. Whatever it is has something to do with institutional money too, with the King of Pentacles. So it may be something along those lines. So there may be some conversations about that. It means the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. Now, if it is something to do with school debt, I will say I'll give you a pat on the back for this one, because this is a disappointment, which means he did try and something fell through. So, because this is with the Three of Swords, there's some betrayal here. There may be a bit of a Senate hang-up, if you know what I mean. So, something meets a loss, and it's a disappointing loss with the Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. There's also money about agriculture and farming that is going to be revisited. That, too, is going to take a bit of a loss and a stalemate. So this one is going to be litigated. Not litigated as in law, but back and forth with people in the Senate and the House and all that. You know how they do. Partisan politics. There's something, well, it may not necessarily be farming. It could be SNAP. Oh God, what is it called? The food stamps. I was trying to get the acronym. It's like nutrition for something, I forget. But for food stamps and things of that nature to do with food and agriculture or money like that. So there may be a bit of some partisan politics when it comes to food stamp money. The good thing, though, is there is something set in stone here on the world stage. So I think there might be some, what you call those, sanctions, because someone's worried about it. And it's probably a foreign man. But there's some sanctions coming through that those are going to go right through. I mean, you'll have your Republican blah, 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 but there's no stopping that. That one's set in stone. There's some erratic behavior around decisions. This is voting. So there's still some erratic behavior around the voting. So June will not be the coming to sense moment for Congress. This is still going to have some garbage going on in it, because naturally they're trying to hold on to whatever they can. There's going to be some sort of charity drive here. The Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords. There's some sort of mad dash to raising money for something. But it's not a disaster. But it is a good cause. For the Nine of Swords is a worry wart kind of card, but it's for everybody. So it's not, I guess maybe the deadline is coming or something, I don't know. With the World card here too. There's a disappointing trip. I know you're supposed to go meet with all the world leaders and all that type of thing, but there's something disappointing in that trip. Something, I got this when me and Lena were reading too. There's something just, I don't know. I don't know. Beware of the shadows. There's something going on that trip. I don't know if it's canceled or what, but so that's what I see in there. Oh, goodness. There's 3 women and a new project. Not necessarily quitting your administration. There's 3 women and a new project. The theme of everything going on right now is perspective change or delays. So these 3 women here are going to be doing something different. What? I don't know. So let's see. I don't know. There's a 3 women coalition. Earth sign, fire sign, water sign. One could be Nancy. But there's 3 women getting together here for changing something, changing the perspective, changing an outcome. Maybe it's the insurrection investigation or something of that nature, but whatever it is, they're going to a new horizon. With the reason this is not abandonment is because, like I said, the theme is the hangman, which means change in perspective. So they're leaving this to go forth onto something else. And so I don't know exactly what project is being abandoned and then moved on to something else. Maybe it's, like I said, the insurrection thing, to where since you can't get the Senate to cooperate, they're going to go do it on their own. But there's 3 women here, whatever that means. So the 5 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 7 of Swords, Chariot. There's also someone in a Department of Transportation. This is not Buttigieg, though. There's someone in the Department of Transportation that may have taken money. So this is possibly going to lead to an investigation. And this is possibly also in a different administration. So this may be the child lady. She was Department of, yeah. But there's a man. So I don't know if that's a man that's taking the money or doing the investigation or whatever. I don't know. But there's a, and it could be this administration too. I'm just, let me be fair. There could be a man there that's taking money or taking bribes even. So the King of Cups, Hierophant, 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. There's going to be a lot of work, speaking of transportation, that is going to be done for the administration finances. But this is collaborative work in building something, so construction. So I'm going to say infrastructure. So this is going to be where Buttigieg comes in. So yeah, that's what we get. So we'll see what happens in the life of the busiest man on the planet. Now that somebody's actually doing the job of president, busiest man on the planet.